This video will illustrate and explain the three parts of the main screen. Now, the first part, which is on the left side, is called the Books view. Any books that are imported into Klippings Kollector will be viewed here. And the first time the program is opened, there will be an uncategorized folder. Now, this folder we refer to as a superfolder, and there is a separate instructional video on superfolders. Simply click the small pointer to the left of uncategorized or any superfolder to open it, or if you may, merely double-click on the superfolder and it will open. The books that you have imported will be displayed, and the book view may be collapsed to provide more screen real estate by simply clicking here on the small double arrow to the right of the word Books. It will collapse and there will be more real estate to view your clippings. Clicking it again will open the view. There are 4 separate commands above the superfolders, and there are separate instructional videos on each of these commands. Import is used to import directly from the Kindle or from another drive if you have placed myclippings.txt somewhere else as a backup. Import also is used to import shared files from other Klipping Kollector's users. Export is the means to export a file, which we call a clip share, which can be imported by another user of the Klippings Kollector to see what you have done. Report will create a number of robust reports that will meet whatever need you might have. The next icon, a folder with a plus, will create a superfolder. And the last icon, a book with a small plus, will allow you to actually create a book within Klippings Kollector. On the bottom of the Books view is a search or a filter for book title or author. You may begin typing anywhere within the name, and the list will instantly respond so you may quickly find a book or an author. The clear button to the right will refresh and restore all of the books that you have. Also, if any individual books have been checked for a search or report, then they will also be cleared. The next view is the larger view on the upper right. It is the Clippings view. I'll fill the view by clicking on any book within the Books view. 4 optional displays are provided for each highlight. There is a visual display of the features. The 4 icons which are displayed may be found on the bottom of the screen. As you put your mouse on them, you can see there is the highlight, the note, the analysis, and the easy key. And if there is information for any of those 4 items, then the feature will be turned on. Next is the start location. Now, the location is a marker within a Kindle book or text file which identifies the sentence or the phrase. Literally, you're able to pinpoint your location within a book. A highlight itself may include only one location or several. Klippings Kollector shows only the start location of a highlight. Next is the highlight itself. You may use the scroll bar to easily scroll through your highlights. Last is the created column. This reflects the day that the highlight was actually made. When the cursor is placed on any of the column headers, a drop-down box will appear. You may sort the locations or the creation dates. You may also go to columns and turn on or turn off columns to be displayed. To the right of the title are 3 commands. The clear command is grayed out unless you've actually made a search. The clear search will remove all parameters that you have entered within the search dialog. Clicking on the next button, search will display the search dialog, which allows very sophisticated searches of your highlights, notes, and/or analysis. The last option, help, will take you to the Klippings Kollector website where you may find other help. The bottom view is the detail view. Besides displaying the book and the author and the location, there's also the highlight, if you have a note, and if you have an analysis. They'll be available for you to see. Scrolling down here to where I have all four, there's the highlight, there's a note, there's analysis, and there's the easy key, which is highlighted. Any of these may be edited. Obviously, we urge extreme caution before editing the highlight. That is a quote from the book. Now, this feature was allowed so that you would be able to remove any unwanted characters that are often highlighted and imported. For instance, footnote, subscripts, and other oddities. Depending on the book you have, it may actually have the page number right in the middle of what you have. Also, you may want to combine highlights into one highlight. It is your responsibility to make sure you do not alter the highlight in such a way that it distorts the quote, but later you reference it as a quote. Now, above the title is a bar which has previous and next on it. These allow you also to move through the highlights. To the right of the next button are three other icons. The first one is the dictionary, then Google, then Wikipedia. When a word or a phrase is highlighted in any of the displays, then clicking on the icon will activate the respective website for immediate reference. To the far right is the Easy Key list, which has a separate video explaining how it works. The detail view may be collapsed to allow a greater viewing area for the highlights. Lastly, we have included up on the right-hand corner a link that will take you immediately to Amazon Kindle books. Now this concludes this video on the overview of the main screen of the Klippings Kollector.